Hunger Games for?
The Hunger Games are to punish the district.
Your role is to turn these children into spectacles, not survivors.
Welcome to the Capitol.
You look like you shouldn't be here.
I shouldn't, but I'm your mentor.
A rebel.
Mr. Snow, let me ask you one final time. What are the Hunger Games for?
Hanging tree.
Hello, we are at Tinseltown.
That's right.
Getting ready to go see Hunger Games, Ballad and Snakes, right?
Hey, he's there. He's there. Give a thumbs up for the Flybird right here.
How about
okay?
that?
'Cause
I
he's
usually
there.
get all. I usually
That's
always
right.
get.
It's the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
All right, there we go.
The Hunger
All right.
Games, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. We're excited. We're here, live in a concert, Tinseltown, in the morning, first showing, and we're ready to get going.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do, because if you've seen the Hunger Games, I have the 4 set of the whole DVD set.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I enjoy them. So I'm looking forward. I like the cast a little bit.
Yes,
So we've got Rachel Ziegler.
Yes,
She was in West Side Story, which
Right.
unfortunately neither one of us
Right,
saw. We
right,
should have saw it,
right,
but
right.
she's
Yeah.
supposed to be fantastic.
Right.
And they're going to be doing some of the songs from the other Hunger Games. So it's going to be interesting, because this is
Yes,
taking place
yes.
before Katniss. I think 64
Absolutely.
years before
Yes,
Katniss.
yes. It's going to
and-
follow really a young version of Snow, who
Right.
of course we know was a little bit wiser, had the wisdom in his beard and the hair, and just was running the show. But you get a chance to see him at a young state, and possibly see the development of why he ended up turning into the way he did. So very interested, interested, and this is going to be a very interesting story as far as seeing how this all kind of unfolds. So
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Peter Dinklage is in it. That's my Game of Thrones guy. He is amazing.
Yeah.
And so I saw some of the scenes. I try not to watch too much.
Right,
I didn't
right.
edit any of the trailers or anything.
Let's not forget Viola Davis. How about
I almost
that?
forgot
Yeah.
that. See, that's why you're my man.
Yeah, and more, and you know what's awesome? Okay, so she comes from De Home, and looks like she's going to play a little bit more of a sinister role. So we're interested to see how that unfolds.
It could go Suicide Squad.
It could. You never know.
We don't know if she's good
like
or
like
bad.
an anti-hero type deal. You never know.
You never know how that's going to go.
Who knows? We might even get that fight we would never go ahead and see, and that's the Black Adam and Superman on the big screen. So you never know. Who knows?
Never. Hey, it's all that. Hey, we are going to go ahead and get snacks.
That's right.
And move
that's
on
right.
into going to see this. So I'm excited to see it, Hunger Games. But we are hungry for snacks right now.
You better believe it. And they got the refills on the popcorn. But
Ooh.
listen, if you want that smell, you got to upgrade to the XL.
Oh,
that's it. Over
definitely.
here in Tinseltown.
All right. So we're going to see you before and after the movie.
I have summoned you all here for the 10th annual reaping ceremony, in which we choose 2 children from each district to fight to the death in the Hunger Games.
From District 12, Lucy Gray Baird.
There's a natural goodness built into us all. We can step across that line into evil, or not.
It's the things we love most that destroy us.
All right, everyone. We are back after the
We're
movie.
back after the movie.
Went to go see the Hunger Games, the Ballad of the Songbirds and Snakes. Ping! Whoa. It's such a different takeoff of the Hunger Games. If you're a fan of the Hunger Games and what we saw, the spectacle of it, it was interesting because this is before Katniss and Peta and all these other people were around, and so it had a different flair to it, almost not kind of like a dirty down feeling.
Yes.
And the film was done in such a way that everything could be like a separate film. You know, if you're just kind of doing this. This is the story, if you watch The Hunger Games, Donald Sutherland, how he became Snow.
Right.
And it's so interesting. You know what? I want to go to Scooter because we both were sitting up, sitting down. I'm not sure where it was going, and that's a good thing because we didn't read the books. We have no idea what's going on, where it's going to go.
Yeah.
Scooter, what did you kind of think of the film?
You know, first and foremost, I thought it was good. I think it was a good addition. What you look at as far as with this film, once again, it's a prequel. So who does it follow? It follows an earlier life of Snow, as you know, he goes ahead and he becomes a mentor during the 10th Hunger Games for a champion or somebody chosen out of District 12, a young lady that he mentors, and then ends up having an affinity for, and feelings kind of getting involved. And it's not so much that that snowy kind of feeling. In other words, you see a softer side of Snow and not the ice, no pun intended.
Yeah,
so,
and then it becomes something else. We won't let you know about that. But it becomes something else.
Yes.
And you can see the one that we saw in all the movies, how that got to the point.
Absolutely.
It's very interesting how they did that.
A lot of tie-ins. Lots
of tie-in.
You'll see as far as from the earlier film to this film, you'll see those tie-ins. A good thing too, like I said, it just like, you know, Flybird was saying, it gives you a nice raw look of the Hunger Games. It has more of a, I guess you could say, a primitive style Hunger Games look, as opposed to what the Hunger Games turns into and morphs into when we're watching it, as far as with the first movie that ever came out in regards to the Hunger Games. But this kind of takes you back in time. It's a little bit of a origin story, as I would like to say. It's an addition to the Hunger Games canon, but it's very entertaining. You get a chance to see it from an earlier perspective, is what you get a chance to see with the Hunger Games. I don't want to give out, of course, a whole lot, but
it's,
you get a chance to
interesting.
See that. Absolutely.
Well,
absolutely.
Two things that we agree on.
Yes.
And we, again, like we said, we did not see Rachel Ziegler in the West Side Story.
Yeah.
But this.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
she was so good.
Yes.
And I mean not good. Singing, acting, strength of a woman.
Yes.
You know, and I just wish they would have a little bit more background on her.
Yes. You know, and once again, we may get that a little bit later, because remember,
you don't know what's going to happen. Where they're trying to bring this back.
Because remember, the star of this show was actually supposed to be Snow. You know, so in Tom Blythe, it's nothing to take. He did a great job
my goodness, he was great.
Embodying that role and the emotion. You know what I'm saying? You get a chance to see the emotion, because remember, this is an earlier Snow. This isn't, you know, cold-blooded Snow that you're used to, you know, later on, that we do see that, and Katniss has to experience later on in Hunger Games. We're talking about before he was a star. We're talking about, like, he's like 18 years old, everything like that, you know, coming to a little bit vulnerable. You get a chance to see that. However, with that being said, you know, Rachel Ziegler, she stole the show. She embodied so many different emotions, and as Flybird was saying, even with the singing. And, you know, the singing, actually, it wasn't like, oh, let's go ahead and let's just sing a song. No, it actually pertained to what was going on and embodied a lot of the emotion that was happening during certain scenes of the movie. And of course, we've seen that as far as in later, or some of the earlier ones with Jennifer Lawrence, you know, as far as within that. But it was amazing to see her, you know, embody that. But you get a chance to embody all the same kind of archetypes, all the same kind of characters that you've known to love, with a new flair. So don't think it's going to, oh, it's the same old, same old. No, this is definitely a very, like I said, the best way I can say is a primitive Hunger Games story. And it is definitely worth coming to the movies and checking out.
I think also on the big screen, there was a lot of things that were going on that, you know, you really have to kind of, it's the kind of movie, it's a little long, and I don't want to say little long because you're getting your money's worth.
Absolutely.
But it takes its time. Again, a lot of films I like that are coming out now, they're not just trying to get you out of the theater in 90 minutes. They're actually taking your time to give you a story.
Absolutely.
And I think this one gives you one. We're not sure at the end what is going to be the next step. Are they going to do another Hunger Games? With a different, I like that they took someone's story and went with it. And it should be very interesting. We don't want to give out too much of the film, but there is a twist that maybe if we ever do the round table, we'll talk about. But for right now, there were so many people in there. Scooter, you want to tell a little bit?
So
It's one of our favorites.
You know, of course, you know, definitely Rachel Ziegler stole the show, did amazing. You had Tom Blythe, who was the main character. He did phenomenal in there. But once again, we got who? Miss Viola Davis in there.
Kicking butt.
Oh my, and let me tell you, man, she does such a just wonderful job turning it on and off, and just an amazing actress. She gets a chance to play like the, how can I say it, like that dark scientist, bad, I gotta say bad gal, not bad guy, figure as far as within this movie. Very methodical. I mean, it's amazing just to watch her play into that. But once again, even her character, you could kind of see where her character doing that kind of molds into, what Snow molds into. And you'll kind of see a lot of that. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's really nice. The other person that we like, and I know you got the list out, is Peter Dinklage.
Right.
Right. That guy, he's, you know what, sometimes you look at him and say, is he playing like the same character from Game of Thrones? A little bit, but the thing about it is, he's so good, and he was so interesting. And towards the end, when you see the end, you gotta go, it was just a lot of people. One thing that I like that they put in, there's a girl called Woofy. Was her name Woofy?
Yes, absolutely.
Check that out, because I think the casting in that point, I don't want to bring that out, was wonderful. I love
diverse.
Extremely
diverse over the whole field.
I like that. I like seeing someone do a role like that, and it was just all over the place. The person was the one. There's Filona Flanagan.
Right, yes.
You've seen her in a lot of movies.
Absolutely.
Playing the grandma.
Absolutely.
Was really good. Someone else I liked.
Hunter Schafer.
Hunter Schafer. That was good, but the one who, and I love her name, Tigress.
Yes.
There was a actress on there.
Yes, that was Hunter Schafer. Yeah.
Hunter Schafer. That's who we're talking about.
Yep,
she was good. The effects in it were really, really good.
Absolutely.
And then sometimes effects can overwhelm a film. Everything kind of fit in this film.
Everything fit right into place. It fit. Yeah.
So there's not much more that we can say.
Yeah.
And also, the soundtrack. Olivia Rodrigo does the ending song. I'm really kind of glad, because I think she has one of the most beautiful voices. And to end it with her, I think I gave her a little bit, but to end it with her really makes the film feel at peace.
Right.
So,
and her singing, by the way, not coming in and with a band like Taylor Swift.
No,
big
we'll wait for her.
We're talking about just the song for the credits.
Because
everybody's like, wait a minute, what are they talking about? Yeah, because we got Taylor Swift, you got Beyonce coming up next. We're like, wait a minute. Like,
I think sometimes when a soundtrack is really good, and I think that depending on what else comes out, when James Bond comes out, she could get an Oscar nomination for that.
Absolutely.
It was her voice is beautiful.
Absolutely.
But film-wise, this is a kind of film that you have to really see on the big screen, because I got up and I was like, oh boy, did I miss something? Everything is crucial. Would you say everything is crucial?
And it's worth it. It's, I guess the term I like to say is it's paced very well.
Right.
So, I mean, you got action, you got drama, you got you got thinking about this, who did it. You get all of that inside of this. Go ahead and, like I said, go to the movies, check this out. Amazing.
We liked it.
Yeah.
So, I tell you what, Scooter, anything else that we want?
No, that's going to be it right there.
Okay, that's how we feel about it. It's something that we really, really enjoyed. It was a good... if you've got the time and you're not thinking about anything else,
that's right.
This is a good movie to go see it. Definitely.
If you're hungry, go see The Hunger Games.
That's right. And we weren't hungry because we had snacks.
Oh, you better believe it. That's it. That's it.
If I could have showed you this guy's bowl of popcorn.
Oh, yeah. That's it. We're talking about bucket. Whatever they got, the XL,
is the big one?
That's right. That's in one refill. How about that? Yeah.
You went for the refill,
go on in.
Always. The movies are so much fun. Folks, get out, go see a movie. Whether it's this way, support the theaters, because it is just a fun thing to be with people and watching films. So for that, we're going to say we'll see you before and after the movie.
What does my mentor do besides bring me roses?
I do my best to take care of you.
You really want to take care of me in that arena? Start by thinking I can actually win.
Fueled with the terror of becoming prey. See how quickly we become predator? See how quickly civilization disappears?
Enjoy the show.
Run.
Enjoy the show.